Hi, this is Joyce from Cakelyn's Finest, and today I'm coming to you from one of the beautiful kitchens here at New York by Gary at 8 Spruce Street. Today we're going to learn how to make a hot cocoa mug cake. For this hot cocoa cake, I baked dark chocolate cake in 4-inch pans. First step would be to fill and frost the cakes. After we let it set up in the fridge a bit, I am now trimming off some excess edges so we can have a straight edge. Now I'm going to crumb coat the cake in a thin layer of buttercream icing. So after we've applied the buttercream icing, we're going to put it in the fridge to firm up a bit before applying the fondant. Next, we're going to be making some brown fondant by mixing a little bit of brown food coloring in with the fondant. Sprinkle some cornstarch onto the surface to prevent the fondant from sticking. We're going to roll out the fondant. I have this 4-inch in diameter circle. We're just going to put this on there and cut with an X-Acto knife around. Place a piece of brown fondant on top of the cake. And we are going to put this back in the fridge. There's some edges that are over, so I'm going to cut that once it's firmed up a bit with an X-Acto knife. Next, we're going to measure out the circumference of the cake so we can know how much fondant to roll out. This is just about 12 inches, and then the height of this cake is a little above 4. We want to add maybe about a ½ an inch onto the height of the cake to give it the lip of the mug. So I'll make it maybe 4 3/4. We're going to roll out our fondant. So after we've rolled out our fondant, we're going to measure it just to make sure that we have enough room. This is fine here, and the height of the cake we're going to make just below 5 inches, so this is good too. Now we're going to get our cake out of the fridge and apply the fondant. We're just going to roll this fondant up before applying onto the cake. This will help us pick it up without tearing the fondant. Just stick one side onto it and then roll it around the cake. Trim any excess off with an X-Acto knife. We're going to smooth out the fondant with our fondant smoother. So for the handle, we're going to roll out a snake of gum paste. This will take a little bit to dry, so I suggest doing this part ahead of time, probably like either a few hours before or even let it dry overnight. Next, we're going to roll out some fondant for the marshmallows. You can also use real marshmallows if you want. I just don't have any on hand, so we're going to make it out of fondant. After we've rolled out the handle, we're going to apply it with a little bit of melted chocolate. This stuff works as a really great glue. Just put a little bit there on each end. We want to stay here for a little while. We want to make sure that the white chocolate sets. Everything is set, and once you let go, it's on there. After we roll out the marshmallows, we're gonna add them on top of the cake. Just stick a little bit of white chocolate onto the marshmallow and then stick it wherever you want.